it? The good holiday. Yeah, mate, you? Good morning, madam. He's got the A2 on 27.781. And he's got the icon on 27.
Alright, you lot. I'm out and about today. You see, there's a lot of action on the 19. People that say there's no one on the CB.
If you're talking Treacle and Waving at a Trap Network Analysis Incorporated.
I'm just here over the park, having a look around, seeing what's going on. There's a few people everywhere, a few people in hammocks over there, and just relaxing. There's a few masts and aerials over there.
He's probably polishing his 706.
I don't really know what they're for. I've always wondered what they're for, but I don't really know what they're for. Another one there on that grabbing mast. Don't know what they're for, but I'd be interested to know. I've got one of these fold up antennas here for this bowfang. I've been using it, it's alright. I've made a few contacts with it. About 50 mile away. This bowfang's only about 5 watt one, isn't it? Pretty good aerial. I think it's a fake one. It ain't a real brand. It's 136 to 520 megahertz. They're a good aerial. Stick it on there, and they do a longer one, 47 inches or something like that. 42 inches. They're doing a long one. I want to get hold of that. I got this one on the cheap, so I thought I'd test it out and see what it's like. It's pretty good, actually. Who's got one of these? If you got one of these, let me know, and let me know what you think about it. I'm talking to a load of them people and they won't get me, so I've moved next to this old church now. Nice old church. It's a nice old house there. There's the rest of them. There's them antennas. Look, from this view, from this side. Don't know what they are. On the back of that building there, it's like a house or something. So just having a look, trying to get these people here, on here, Dave and all that, whatever. There's a woman over there, look, sitting on the grass. There's a lot of people around today. I think there's a lot of people around today taking pictures. There's people in the park taking pictures, you know, like of the scenery and things. There's a lot of people around today. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday evening. It's nearly 7:30 Saturday evening. A lot of people about. Bloody hell, that person's hit a curb bad. Look at that. That's running around like mad. Oh, look what we got here. Look, someone's been in here. Got a tip in. Look, looks like soil from somewhere. So we've got a fridge over there, some other stuff in the woods and all. I'll come back in the morning. It's getting near the evening now. Don't want to be hanging around these places in the evening, that's for sure. No way, thank you. God blimey. I'm trying to, there was a person in Denmark that was coming over, proper strong on the 19 in Denmark, he reckoned he was. I could hear him properly strong, but everyone was talking over each other, and when he was trying to talk to someone else, he was trying to get to someone, and someone was getting back to him. They were all whistling under him, and he just went, "There's too many people playing up on this frequency, so I'm going." Person in Denmark. I'm sitting here, he was loud as, you know, proper loud he was. Good signal, I couldn't get to him. And then there was someone on the M2 come along. M2 is quite far away from here. I was going, "Station on the M2, copy me," and everyone's going and shouting everywhere over everyone. You know, the 19 is good for a laugh, but it's a bit annoying when you get someone come along and you could get a decent copy. But it's starting to get dark out here now. Well, it's starting to get dark. It's far from getting dark, but you know, there's some proper weird people out. There's multicoloured people walking past. You know, all like pink hair and weird sort of people walking past. I don't know what the hell's going on. But, anyway, we are in London after all. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'll probably come back here tomorrow morning when there's no one about and have a look at that fly tipping. I think it's all just soil though from some cannabis farm somewhere. But there's a fridge and other bits and bobs in the woods. So, see what's going on, I suppose. Alright then, you lot! Round about bank holiday Monday morning. I don't know what we're gonna find. We're out and about. I wanted to try and get a photograph of the sunrise, but look, we got more traffic lights here. There's a lot of roadworks going on here at the moment. Where I live. But anyway, we're out and about. Bank holiday Monday morning. I want to try and get a photograph of the sunrise, but I think I've kind of missed it. It's 5:30 in the morning now, but I don't know. I'll have a look. I'm going to go up on top of a hill, see if I can find some fly tipping. And yeah! Here we go then. That's meant to be a church, that is. You know? There's something something I just can't believe about what. That's not a church, that's like just a building. A church should be like, you know, like the proper typical sort of big stone building with the big turrets, steeples and things. Proper church, not like a building like that. That's like a house. Don't know why. I mean, fair enough, build a modern day church, build a brand new church for yourself, a modern day church, but build it properly. You know, don't build it looks like a house. Build it like a church should look. Who else is on my view with that one? If I there's plenty of churches around here. If I can go past one, I'll show you what a proper church should look like. They vary in looks, but generally they should be big stone buildings with stained glass windows, steeples and everything, yeah, and spires on the roof, or whatever you want to call them. Not buildings that look like that one, you know. It's like a bloody house. That's what that looks like. It's a modern day one, but it's you know, fair enough. Some people will say, well, yeah, the old ones look like they did because that was the style in that day, medieval times, and now this is the style. So in 40 years time, 50 years time, people will look back and go, that's old-fashioned style. But yeah, I don't believe it. A lot of rubbish. I don't know what we're going to find down here. Never been down this one before. I found a little wooded area. It's got like a little path going along here. Oh no, it goes all the way down there. All the way down there. Let's go down here for a bit. I don't think we're going to find a lot in here though. It's just like a woods. Big old trees. It's got the signposts to tell the walkers where to go. I'm on the lookout for fly tipping today. So because I'm on the lookout for fly tipping, I'm going to go places where I think I know it's going to be. I know it ain't going to be, there won't be a lot in this woods, because this ain't a woods. You don't really find it in wooded areas. You find it sort of in clearings and in, you know, not driveways but gateways and things like that. But it's a nice little woods area. I didn't know this was here, to tell you the truth. I knew it was here, but I didn't know that it was like all this inside it. So it'll be an interesting walk around one day. In places like this, you got to look in the hedges, because people throw bicycles, motorbikes, you know, all sorts in the hedge. I've already been out and had a look. There's nothing there, otherwise I'd have filmed it. But you got to look, you know, all the little down there behind the hedges and things, because there'll be motorbikes, bicycles, you know, sometimes vacuum cleaners and things, but not very often that vacuum cleaners. But people just chuck them like in the hedge, and it's, you know, you can't just drive past like this and think, oh, there's nothing there. You got to go and have a look. I've already had a look, so I'm not going to bother filming any of that. But that's what you got to do. Look, someone's been in there, look, or it might be a fox or something perhaps. But something was in there. Car down there, and there's a man in it. Well, there's someone in the back seat. I was like, what the bloody hell's going on here? Oh dear. Well, it's 6 o'clock now, so there shouldn't be any funny people about. But there's nothing along here. I thought there was going to be more, but there ain't. So they're obviously cleaning it up, because it ain't going to be stopped tipping it here. But there we go. Let's go on to the next location. Alright. It's time to bodge it up while I'm here. Bodge it up. I got some of this 10k boost stuff. Stop power steering fluid. Stop leak power steering fluid. Yeah. So I got some of this stuff. Some of you may know I've got a bit of a leak on the power steering. So what I'm going to do? Use this. Now it does say on here. Where did it say it? Oh yeah. Important. Only suitable for use with ATF dextron fluids. Well, I ain't got a clue. I don't think I use that. I use the cold climate Land Rover stuff, but I use this stuff, cold climate power steering fluid. I got a funny feeling that it ain't gonna be compatible with it, but what do we care here? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It don't say much really, just gives you allergic reaction things. Jaguar Land Rover Limited, made in England. I don't know, I got a funny feeling it ain't gonna be the right stuff, but I'm gonna try it anyway, because it might stop my power steering leak. What's the worst that can happen if it doesn't? I honestly don't know. It ain't gonna ruin the pump, is it? I wouldn't have thought. Them pumps are quite resilient. In fact, it's whining as it is, so it might even be a good thing if it does, but I hope not. So I'm going to put it in and try it. Of course, the smart thing to do would be to replace the hose that's leaking, and the other smart thing to do would be to drain a bit out of that. But there we go. Let's try this and see what happens. This ain't going to go well, is it? There weren't a lot in there, really. Filled it up. It's past the maximum mark now, but I wonder if that will circulate around. The thing is, it ain't a seal that's leaking, it's an actual pipe. It's got a crack in it. So I've got a funny feeling it ain't going to do a lot with that. I ain't got a cloth to, ain't got any cloths to wipe that bit of residue there. I'll have to wipe that later. Oh, I can't do it with one hand. I'll have to put you down. Looks like someone's been here eating food in McDonald's. I don't know what else around here though. I thought there was going to be a lot of stuff tipped along here, to be honest. So I come up here. I thought it was going to be quite packed. Not packed full of stuff, but I thought there was going to be a lot of stuff that there was before, remember? But obviously not. Anyway, let's have a go, shall we? Literally just got a comment come through. It just literally just come in. I Over the 2 years of watching your channel, you've inspired me to start a video blog. Hence the reason I've changed my channel name to Wandering Haggis. I'm Matt Martin. I don't know whether he's taking the mickey or what. I don't think he's taking the mickey. I think he's being on it, serious there. So I'm glad I've helped someone out there, old Matt. I got another comment through this morning. I don't know if it's going to be a good one. Hi, I recently found your channel, watched your bike fix and quad and recap of the Land Rover. I found you as I searched for reviews of SGS Toolbox and tools. See, you have a lot of their kit. Was wondering if you would do a review of everything you have. Thanks, Jay. Alright then, Jay. You want a review of all the SGS stuff I have, do you? Well, funnily enough, I keep getting comments. They were supposed to be sending me out one of their new compressors, but they never did send it. They said to me, I never asked them. They said, oh, we'd like to send you one of our new compressors, and then they never did. But I can certainly gather up all the stuff that I have and do a bit of a small review on it. I don't have too much of their stuff. I have a little bit, because I try to support English made stuff, but I've got a funny feeling it ain't all sourced in England now after reading a few things the other day, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can do that for you, mate, no problem. Don't know when it'll be, but it'll be at some point this year. I noticed there's all new fencing around this, and they got a new gate as well, look. So let's go and have a look up here and see what else is new. There might be some new stuff up here. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, because it was 2 or 3 people mentioned it, my wish list, there's a few things were out of stock on there, so I went and had a look and I changed a few things around. But there's probably some new people subscribed and you might not realise, so I just want to explain to you the way that the wish list is working. Now, someone said to me you should put an Amazon wish list up a few years ago so that people can buy you stuff. So I said, alright, no problem, I'll put a wish list up, people can buy me things. Now, some things on there are quite expensive, and there's some things on there are quite, they're cheap. There's not some stuff, it varies from cheap stuff that I want to expensive stuff that I want, right? Everything on there is some things that I want. Now, if you're in a position to get something that's on the more expensive side, then great, but everybody will be treated the same, respect wise. Don't feel as, I must point out, don't feel as if you want to buy me something but you can't afford something expensive, so you think that I'd respect you less if you get something on the cheaper side. No, everyone gets the same respect and the same level of thanks and everything. That way everything is equal. And that's the way I can point it out, because people were saying to me, just put anything that you want on there, people can get whatever you want. So that's the way it works, alright? And it's just an opportunity if you want to get something off there for me. Everything on there is stuff that I want, even if it's the cheaper stuff. And you look at it and some people have said to me, well, I didn't want to get you the cheaper things because they were cheap and you might not want them. Well, no, everything on there is stuff that I've put on there because I want. So if you're new and you've had a look at the wish list and you think, well, I don't want to get anything like, I can't afford that camera or whatever, so I won't get him anything. It's not like that. It's the thought that counts more anyway, to be honest, more than anything else. But I just needed to point that out because some people were saying the stuff were out of stock, so I had a look at it, checked things over again, added a few more things, and yeah. But I just wanted to make that clear, because some people think that just because some stuff is a bit more expensive on there, it's all just stuff that I want. I find the cheapest price of the thing that I want, and I put that on the wish list. But I also use it as like a shopping list as such. Stuff I put on there that I do want for myself to maybe buy me if no one else has bought it. So I hope that's made it clear enough for you. Anyway, There's this motocross track, look. Since it has a new gate and all that, I thought I'd come and have a look. I wondered if they had a proper pit and everything. But they've still got the small little pits. They remodelled it a while back, didn't they? It's all grown back now though, look. It was all flat and there was no foliage on it at all when they made it. But now it's all back foliarized. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go and find something else to look at. You know what? The old weather's been weird recently. You know, it's been weird in a way of the temperature now, according to various thermometers that I've got, is saying it's 19 degrees. The time is just gone 6:30 in the morning. They're saying it's 19 degrees, which is relatively warm. But it's a bit nippy, you know. Weird. I see my breath earlier. And, you know, it went from being 12 degrees during the day. Now it's gone back up to being 32 degrees. It was yesterday, and it's meant to be 30 odd again today. But it's, you know, that's the way it goes now, all this climate changing and whatever. Alright, you lot, I'm back home again now. It's bloody, what's the time now? It's 5 to 8, and I've spent about an hour, roughly, got in about 7 o'clock ish. Trying to sort out bloody merchandise. People ask me, you gonna have some merchandise? Yeah, I'll have some merchandise out, like a t-shirt or a hat or something. But I can't get the bloody website. I'm trying to use this Teespring website, but I can't get it to work. You know, and I've just come up in conversation. I'm talking on the radio. Funnily enough, there's a few people on at the moment. I've got Germany there. Oh, a strong one there.
Ouais, je sais que c'est en 91, hein. Ça j'en suis sûr et certain. À peu près sûr.
27625, 27625.
It's 876. What's it doing? Oh, 276. The time up there is wrong, by the way. Anyway, yeah. I've been around on 40 metres, there's a few people, 20 metres was a few people, but down on the mids and everywhere, on 11 metres on the mids, it's just, Europe is coming in like mad. The skip's really, really good. I was talking to, just on the 19, just on channel 19, UK FM, you know, UK channels, 19. I was talking to Northern Ireland yesterday, Southern Ireland, Scotland and all that, and all of Manchester. And Blackpool was a good strong station coming in. I had a good old chat with them like, over there. But yeah, it's mainly on 40 metres there was American stations and things like that coming over. But anyway, that's beside the point. I was having a chat, I get sidetracked. I was having a chat on the radio to someone. I'm saying I'm trying to get this merchandise because it turns out he watches my videos. You know you are. And he's like, I've seen a few of your videos. So I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get some merchandise out. I can't get the bloody website. He said, why don't you ask your missus? Why don't you ask your wife to help you? But trouble is, she ain't got no interest. She don't want to know. I ask her to help me with something and she just says no. She won't help because she's so grumpy all the time. I don't know what the matter is with her. But she won't help with nothing. You know, if it's not for her, if it's not something that's for her interest or for her benefit, she won't do nothing for anybody, unfortunately. And she won't help me do it. So I've said to her in the past, I said to her, well, could you help me design some of this merchandise, you know, like a t-shirt? She says, why? I said, well, it's to go with my YouTube channel, you know. She says, that's all stupid. Why would I want to help you do that for? So I can't have her help me, but I can't get the website to work. That's the trouble. So I'm, just sitting here, but I'm gonna have to try and find something else, somewhere else of doing it. I think they're my friends, because the way I'm doing it with Teespring is you don't buy the stuff, you design it, put it on their website, and then if you sell one, they make it to order. So for example, if you bought a t-shirt, they'd make that to your order, and then they'd ship it out to you, and then they take a small percentage. It is quite a small, I don't know what the percentage is, but it's quite a small percentage. I think it might be about half, I'm not sure, and I get the rest, you know, as profit. But if I was to do it the other way, the way that I was going to do it before I realised about this Teespring thing, was find a printing company that prints clothes, give them a design, and I'd have to buy like 50 units, like 50 t-shirts with a design on, and then you'd have to order it through a website, and I'd have to pack it up myself and send it off to you. But I can't afford to do that, see, because I can't afford to buy 50 t-shirts or something like that. The way that this is, I don't pay nothing with Teespring. That's why I'm desperate to try and get this Teespring thing to work. But their website is crap. Their website's absolutely shit, and their tutorial videos on YouTube are even worse. I don't know what they're thinking. Teespring, you are absolute diabolical. But I can't get the website to work because I wouldn't have to pay nothing in advance, you know. It's free to list everything up there. You design it, and then they'd make it to your order. But I was trying to order some free samples. They're like, yeah, order free samples. I was like, brilliant, I'll get some free samples, because I want to know what the merchandise is like before I let you lot buy them, because the material might be shit, or the printing might be shit. I don't know until I get a free sample. But it won't let you do the bloody sample. It's so complicated. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous, so complicated. They don't want you to do it, I don't think. Teespring, you're shit. Anyway, I'm going to be off for this one, I think, my friends. Take care, won't you? And I'll catch you on the next one, dude. Hopefully I can get some merchandise out, because I really want to, you know, just for fun. You know, even if no one buys it, it'll be something interesting to do. Yeah, I've had some merchandise in the past, you know what I mean? So thanks for being here. Thanks for all the good, kind words that I've had in the past, in the last few days, and all the time, you know. I'll catch you on the next one, dude. Just take care, won't you?